But Mum-Freedom-Preneurs hang out. And this week our topic is unfolding lifelong vacations and holidays. And you'll find out what the heck we mean by all that in a second. But first, I want to say happy holidays to everybody, for those of you that are celebrating holidays. And I'm going to go across the board. We're going to introduce everybody here, and then we'll dive into our topic. And I want anybody that might be watching this live, I'm not sure if you changed the time. So if you have together with for some of them people coming in from all over the world. Well, I've got a really bad connection. I'm hearing from CJ. Everybody else in the panel, can you hear me? Can you guys hear me?
You're cutting in and out. You're cutting a little in and out, but I can hear you every now and again.
You can hear me every now and again. Okay.
Okay, it's much better now. It's much better right now.
Much better now? Weird. Okay, I have not moved. Okay. All right, well, hope this is coming through properly and clearly. You hear me? Can you hear me, hon? Miriam? Yes, no, unmute. I don't know if you can hear me at all.
You
can hear me.
Your video is very poor, and right now it's black screen for you, and I don't hear you at all.
Yeah. Oh, Valerie.
And she's gone.
You guys can't hear me.
Okay, you're back.
All right. I'm cutting it out. It's that bad, huh? Let me just see something here. Because it should be.
You have Skype open?
I've got it. My internet connection says it's where I'm going to switch the other internet. I've got two internets here.
Okay. Do you have Skype open or any of your chats open?
Connection here because I've got two. Maybe this will be a stronger. Is that better?
Yes.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes. Much better.
Much better. Okay. All right. I'm in the one that has the stronger boost. For some reason, I was in the other boost. Okay. All right. Okie dokie. All righty. So, all right, everybody. I am Valerie Jampolsky. I am the Abundance Mum-Freedom-Preneur from Abundance Now, and I am so excited to be here. And it's because of what I can do. I mean, I'm a single mom. I got twin 5-year-old boys. And for those of you that may know me, may not know me, I used to be an attorney, and I actually had my kids of my own, sat there very pregnant to the gills with my kids in the office, pregnant, making a powerful decision that I wanted to be home with them. And that, because if I didn't, I was unlikely to be able to see them. I'd get little text messages maybe, you know, from the babysitters and nannies, and I'd be like calling them going, "Hi baby, it's mommy," and that would be about it. You know, and all the precious moments going out the door for somebody else to experience and not me. And then also realizing that there was so much more that I had to give. And so a lot of the topics that we cover here, I love speaking about all that. So law of attraction, abundance, you know, we bring up a lot of the things that I love, meditation, all the different things, basically positive ways of being in the world. So that is me and why I'm so grateful that I am here. And I'm going to go across to some of the other ladies here, and we're going to go alphabetically quickly. We're going to go over to CJ. I'm going to pull you up. I don't even have my screen up. Oh, I just realized I don't even have my name on here. Let me just do that real quick. My name is not up here so you guys can see me. Here we go. One sec. I'm going to put that up here really quickly so you guys can see. There we go. Hang on. One sec. Almost. And there we go. All right. So there we go. That's me, and I'm going to pass it on over to CJ.
Hey, good morning. Well, today reminds me of why I've made this path and this decision for my life. It's been a typical mommy day. It started at 6 a.m. and I am just so grateful that I did not have to try to juggle 3 kids between daycare, school, the hectic, chaotic of life, and just be able to take the day as it's handed to me. I live in Florida, It's currently 10:55 a.m. Monday morning for me. I'm a stay-at-home mom of 3 boys. We are also a homeschool family, so I'm with my little ones 24 hours a day, all 3 boys. They're 9, 6, and 4, so they keep me extremely crazy and extremely busy. But for me, I worked for corporate America. I worked for them for 14 years, and I was so tired of just watching my kids grow up without a mom. I was given a gift of being a mom. I was blessed with 3 amazing boys, and moms and boys are so important. A mom figure to a son is it's what outlines their life. What gives them the path. It helps them be the man that they're going to be in the future. And for me, being there with them 24 hours a day and raising them and teaching them properly and giving them the guidance that they need and teach them how to respect and how to mannerize themselves around people and what words are important and appropriate words to show that you're a caring and kind person, and ask instead of demanding, ask instead of telling what you would like out of your life. These were all things that were huge to me, and that's why I made the decision to be a stay-at-home mom and to walk away from my job of 14 years and be here for my family instead of being there for a job, because the job is really not who defines you. It's your family who defines you. It's you who defines you. It's you who creates the legacy that you'll pass on for generations within your family. And that was more important to me than having a paycheck that came in weekly and working 12 to 16 hours a day, Monday through Saturday, because my only day off was on Sundays, being in the corporate job that I was in. I was in the health insurance field. So that was really the most important thing for me, was just making sure that my kids had a great balance within their life and a strong parental structure and a mother that was there to guide them and show them the correct way to respect people and be there. I mean, my guys, they'll open doors for me. They open doors for other women, other ladies. If they see an elderly gentleman, they'll go open the doors. And that's really something you don't see a lot in today's times, is little children looking out for other people. And that's huge for me. And that's why I did this. And when they do things like that, it puts a smile on my face and it reminds me of why I'm here. And then also I am days like this where 6 a.m. my whole life went because of kids. And I didn't have to worry about that. Like, I'm just going with the flow. I'm in my tank top and there's a hat on for a reason because my hair didn't get washed yet today. But it's just, I don't have to worry about it. There's no worries. If it gets done in an hour from now, it gets done in an hour. If we make it to the grocery store by noon, oh well, we make it. If not, we'll go later this afternoon. So that's just, for me, it's a whole nother world. And I'm so grateful for that reason that I'm home with my boys. And Val and Tamara and Miriam and Joan and Miriam, I said your name wrong, but I love my life and I love my women and I love everything about what I've made in the path of where I'm going.
Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Yeah, and I forgot to say I'm actually in Los Angeles for different time zones. It's about 12 o'clock. We started a little bit late, but yeah. So we're here. So far we're spanning the United States, or one end to the other. I'm going to go on over here now to Joan. Hey, hon.
Hey, everybody. Good morning. My name is Joan. I am in Dallas at the moment. I am a stay-at-home mom of 3 boys, and we're a homeschooling family, also like CJ. And just like CJ, I know the surprises of, having boys. I have a 6-year-old, a 3-year-old, and a 2-year-old. And I had started doing my online business last year when my husband was actually deployed, and I wanted him to come home and not have to worry about, going back to a job and being away from us, like, again. And so now he's home, and we're together, and it's just a lot of fun. And I love this topic because it's no matter where you are, no matter what you're doing, you can have your life unfolding as a vacation or a holiday, just by changing, just some things about your life, just little tweaks. Hold on, not right now, buddy. And just by just doing like little tweaks in your life, like for me it has been lots of prayer and meditation, lots of just seeking yourself inward, looking at your life and looking how your mind can actually change whatever situation you're in. And so the cool and full, I'm sorry, I'm just gonna talk a little bit because I gotta run here, but just allowing that unfolding of your life can be of bliss, and your life can be simple, and it's not so complicated. One more, please. Yeah, hold on, please. Yes. 4 more. Okay. Thanks. Okay, and so yeah, you can just change something very simple, just your mindset, or just your environment, or you can just and you can have a lifetime of just happiness and of. Can you stop, please? Thanks. Sorry.
It's okay, John. It's
and
funny
you can
that
actually
like
a situation like this where
this is why we're mompreneurs.
No, it's cute. I love it. Like bouncing around. It's perfect. It's perfect. You can see it.
But no, like you have control of that. And so now it's just hilarious and funny, and you let it go. And that's, you can do that for everything in your life, no matter what situation is. Some situations are harder than others. But there's an unfolding of that if you want that kind of lifestyle. And to me, I love it because you can do, whatever, whenever you want. You can flip a switch, you can be sad, or you can, go further. But that's my choice. I love a lifestyle of being able to have fun, being able to live with freedom, being able to, not answer to a boss, and being able to have a mindset of, hey, you can give what you want to your kids, or you can give to others whenever you want. You can take a break whenever you want. You can go on vacation. You can do whatever. And it's totally starts with your mindset, and anybody can do it. So, all right, before this gets any out of control as it is, I'll just
No, it's awesome, because that's what my morning's been like. So I'm so blessed to share with you, Joan, the experience of raising 3 boys.
Yeah, so in a nutshell, that's what it's like. But it can, it only takes a flip of a switch to turn it around, because like I said, a year ago, I probably would have been raging, angry, yelling. So yeah. All right. Thanks, guys.
I love it. I gotta tell you, those are my boys. When they're up, they jump from one piece of furniture to the other. It's a kid. It's boys. They're like they want to go from one piece of furniture.
Awesome. So I hope it all unfolds as anything goes to those who want, this kind of unfolding in your life. So love you.
Love you. Bye, Joan.
Love it, Joan. All right. Over to you, Miriam.
That's awesome. I just love it. That's, perfect example of why we're here. We just get to spend time with our kids and work at the same time.
Exactly. Could you do that at the office? Just saying.
Yeah. Well, I'm Miriam, and right now I'm actually in West Palm Beach, and it is 11:04. I actually, I've always wanted to be a stay-at-home mom, and I'm pretty happy with the life that I have now, being able to spend every moment with my little girl. There's one thing that I do want to share in addition to everything I've shared before, is that I used to have dreams before I had my little girl that, daycare would take her away, and they're really not dreams. They were kind of nightmares to me, because giving her away to daycare was something I never wanted to do, but I was forced to do it for some time. So now being in this business that I'm able to have her at home full time and be with her and see what she's doing and spend time with her and not miss any moments, So she's getting smarter and smarter, and she's just developing and beautiful and happy. So I'm glad I get to be in every moment of her life now, being a stay-at-home mom.
I love it. Oh, you're cutting out, Miriam.
Oh.
I see you talking, but there was no sound there for a sec.
Can you hear me?
I got very happy to be a stay-at-home mom, and then whatever you said after, it cut out. Can you say something now? Nope.
Yeah. What about now? Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but there's a delay. Do you guys just see the delay, or is it just me? Where she's talking, but it's delayed?
It's delayed? Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's wacky. It's interesting. It's kind of like one of those foreign movies, you know, where like you're talking and then the lips go.
Oh my goodness.
But we see your smiley face and we hear what you're saying, so that's good. That's a good part. Yeah, I'm gonna quickly go over to Tamara. We have like crazy internet issues today. We go over to Tamara. Tamara, there you go. Hi, hon.
Hello, hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, totally perfect.
Awesome. Well, good morning. It's an awesome Monday again. I'm loving having these Mondays that like everybody else gets a case of the Mondays and we're like, yes, my favorite day. So my son actually had school today, which is not the norm for him. He usually just has 3 days of kindergarten, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and because it's a short week and they're heading into their Christmas vacation, I had to drive him 13 miles out into the country where he goes to school. So that is why I am not in my usual Monday morning bathrobe get up. But you know, to be fair, I just put on a hoodie so I wouldn't have to wear a bra. So bonus. Yeah. I'm just really grateful that I have this business as well. I was able to take my time this morning, make my family the breakfast that they needed to get through their day, and just kind of have a leisurely morning. I opened one present early from my sister. She gave me this nice fleecy blankie, so I'm just kind of cuddled up on the couch with my laptop, right next to the Christmas tree, and getting ready to do all my fun work today. I've been having a really great week making sales and getting new leads on autopilot, so I'm set. Yeah.
Congrats. I know it's good when that happens. It's like, you know, I woke up in the morning, I'm like, ooh, I got sales. Yay! We love it.
Exactly.
It's nice. It's a nice thing. Cool. Well, cool. Congrats. I'm gonna hop into our topic. I know. Joan already jumped in because she's got lots going on behind her right now. You know, for me, you know, unfolding vacations, you know, unending vacations and holidays. I mean, you know, I remember for years and years and years I worked in the corporate world, and you got your week or 2 weeks. Some places it's only a week, right? And it was over. It only happened over the Christmas holiday season. And you know, for people that, like, for example, I was raised Jewish, and I didn't do Christmas for, you know, long time. I do little presents and stuff with the kids now, but honestly, it wasn't. You know, we took our vacation at that time simply because the world took their vacation at that time because of all the jobs and all the, you know, everybody. That's where you got your time off, and you got, you know, your designated 2 weeks of the year that you could do something like that. I mean, I know in Europe it's different. You get a little bit more, but you know, what's cool about what I love about what I do is I can decide when I want. And you know, we took the kids, you know, right around my birthday, around September, and because I homeschool too, I was able to do this. You know, we went to Bali. For a few weeks, and then we were in Orlando for about a week or so. You know, and it's like I can decide when I want to go, what I want to do. Like, for example, I know most people would have the week, you know, a lot of folks would have the week off right now for the holidays, but I mean, regardless or not, like, I take the kids to Disneyland usually on a Tuesday or a Wednesday simply because hardly anybody else does. You know, so it's empty. It's going to be a little bit busier because it's the holiday season. I'm going to probably take them tomorrow. But, I mean, I just love that I have that flexibility that if I want to take off or I want to do whatever I want to take them, say today's the day we're going to go to the planetarium, and today we're going to go do this, and we're going to go to the beach, or we're going to go do that, or whatever the heck we're going to do. Or if I want to take a trip, I want to be with family. You know, like, for example, one of my, you know, my nieces were bat mitzvahed. And, you know, I was able to hop and disappear, not just for the weekend. I remember when I used to go up to visit my family up in Vancouver, I was the queen of the weekend jaunt. You know, fly out, you know, maybe I'd miss half a day on Friday, and I was like pushing it, you know, had to hop on that plane and get up there and then make it back. So I was back there maybe midday Monday, so maybe miss a half a day Friday, half a day Monday, and that was kind of pushing it a little bit. I have to work later those nights, you know, get back to makeup and all that stuff, just so I could see my family for a few days to be there for something important. and this time, the last, when there was a bar mitzvah, and there was a couple, we had bat mitzvah to double bat mitzvah and all that stuff. I was able to just go and be there for a couple weeks because I could, and I didn't have to rush around and be able to spend that extra time with family when I wanted to. And it was not during a public holiday season. It was because it was good for me. It was good because of an event happening with my family, and I could be there when I chose to be there. And I love that. I love that I have that freedom to make that decision. And that's the thing. And I'm glad everybody, the holidays can be a little bit about gift giving. I'm glad that there's a transition into realizing it's not about material. It's about being with family, no matter what it is, no matter what you celebrate. But I just I just felt like it was a thing to sort of like lay out here as you're looking at your year and all the stress of having to cram everything into that small period of time that they give you from the job. I'm just so thankful that I don't have to do that anymore. That I can just decide when and how I want to go and do stuff. And so for anybody that's watching this and you're wondering how the heck are they doing this? How's Tamara sitting there in her little in her hoodie or whatever, blankie or whatever else, and we can have our kids romping around behind us, and how can we be able to homeschool and do this, especially for those of us that are single parents, have no other money coming in from any other source. It's like, how can I do that? How can I do that? I don't have, a secondary, how can I do that? And it's because of this business. It's because of what we do. So if you want to find out what it is that we do, and you've been following us for a while, maybe you're brand new to this, I don't know. There's a button below. One of them leads you to actually $7 to get on the inside and see what we're up to. Okay? So I'm just going to say, if you're looking at your life, you're looking at your future and starting to see what's your next year going to be like. Is it going to be the same? Right? You can do this while you're working. Don't feel like you have to leave your job. You can do this while you're working and do this part-time and build up to the place where you get to be at home. Right? But if you are at home and your funds are running out and you want to stay home, this is how Sarita started, and she made 6 figures in her first 12 months and had no experience whatsoever, so this stuff is, it's not like it's magic. There is stuff, there's work that we do, but it's not rocket science. It's really not rocket science, and you can do it on your own time. You can do it with the kids playing at your feet. You can do it when they're napping, when they're sleeping. You do it whenever you want. And if you want to be, you can get to be on a hangout like us. Your kids can be running around, and it's good. We don't care, So just saying, there's a reason why you're here. So I'm going to pass it on over to, who am I going over to next? CJ, up you go.
Thank you, Val. Yes, it's huge because the thing that we all take for granted is the family time, and the fact that we're so programmed to take those days off for corporate holidays and employment holidays, and that we really truly forget the whole meaning behind holiday vacation time, because it's not meant to be on those given moments, those given days off, those given paid holidays. That's not what being family time is about, because the entire world is off at those times. And when you go to parks and entertainment centers and amusement parks and those types of environments during those times of years, it's packed, it's crowded, so you're really not able to enjoy the park when there's nobody there. This time a year ago, my kids were still in a public school environment, and this morning, as I'm running around crazy, I was thinking, wow, a year ago I would have had to be throwing them in their uniforms. I would have been having to pack their lunch bags and just try to get myself together and get them out of the house by 7:30 to get them to school by 8 a.m. And with all the craziness of getting ready for Christmas. We do celebrate Christmas within my house. And it was just nice to be able to stay in my PJs as long as I possibly could until right before I had to get somewhat presentable to appear on here. But it's just moments like that remind me of how simple life can be taken away and how quickly it can become very chaotic for an individual. Last week for our homeschool project, we spent a day just doing snowflakes. I mean, they're everywhere in my house. I have them all over my house. That was our project last week. We did paper snowflakes, and we spent the whole day. We sat on the floor. We put on Christmas music. I had the fireplace. We have like an electric fake fireplace thing. My kids love it, but hey, it's there. And that's all we did the entire day. Instead of having to shoot them off to school, add stress to their environment, add stress to their day, they were home, they were relaxed, they were in their PJs, they were drinking hot chocolate, they were listening to Christmas music, they were chilling with their mommy. And then because we are a homeschool family here in the state of Florida, there is 250 museums that we get into for free because we are a homeschool family. Now, not every state's going to be the same way. You'd have to contact your local school administrator to find out how that would work, but we just receive a card from the county saying that we're homeschool, and we present that to the museums, and we get in for free. So for me, tomorrow we're going to go somewhere. I have no idea where. The boys want to go to a museum tomorrow, so I'm going to go online and pick out a museum and just go. But every week we pick one day and we pick a museum and we just go. And it's during the week. We're usually one of 10 people, if there's that many, at the museum because it's peaceful, it's quiet, it's everybody else is either at work or at school. So it's nice because my kids are able to have hands-on experience, they're able to learn more, they're able to absorb that information that they're reading or the shows or exhibits or live presentations that occur. When you're the only one there, the presentation and then the presenter is more hands-on with your children. And my kids have touched snakes, they've touched alligators, they've been face-to-face with a manatee during a manatee training session. These are all things that would not have happened if I chose to stay with my job and if I chose to keep my children in the public school environment. That's not something you get. Even on field trips, when you go with a field trip with a school system, they still don't get that type of hands-on interaction because you're dealing with 50, 60, 70 other children that are also within that class on that field trip. My kids have gone kayaking in the middle of the week. My husband and I have loaded up the snack bags, called the kayak company, and they said, yeah, we have two tandems, and I gave them my credit card number, they held it, and off we went. And we spent the whole day on a kayak with my kids. These are just, you really need to analyze and think about what it is in life that you're giving value with and the value that you're truly getting when you're in that type of environment and you're programmed to think that that's the only way to live life. It's not. Life is really what you make it. Family is what you make it. Holidays are what you make it. And it doesn't have to be on December 24th. It doesn't have to be on December 25th. It doesn't have to be on January 31st, or I'm sorry, December 31st, January 1st. It's all when you want your holiday to be. It's all when you want your traditions to be and how you want your traditions to be. That's what the kids are going to remember. That's what the family legacy is going to go on about. It's not about, oh yeah, my mommy had to go to college. My mommy had to work this many hours because she needed to put a roof over her head. There's other ways and other means of doing it. You just have to want that bad enough, and you have to want to fight bad enough to make that happen. We all have been there. We all know what it's like, and when it comes down to it at the end of the day, you want your kids, you want your family. And that's why I did what I did, and it's been now 17 months since I've walked away from my job, and I have no urge of looking back or even going back to work. I look back now and I'm like, wow, I've lost so much of my life because of a job that I was told that I had to go to and that I was told that I had to have, and that was how life is. And mompreneurs, they don't exist, and they do. Mompreneurs exist, and Sarita's living proof of it. Dee's living proof of it. Anna's living proof of it. I mean, I could go on forever. So we're here. Rhonda's living proof of it. There's so many mompreneurs out there that didn't listen to other people and listen to themselves and listen to their children and followed through with their whys and their dreams and their visions, and we're here. We're proof.
And CJ, yay! You gotta send it. I want to make those snowflakes. I want to make the snowflakes with my kids. It's so funny.
Which ones?
Los Angeles. It's the closest my kids are gonna get to snowflakes over the holiday.
Believe it or not, all it is wrapping paper. Here, I'll show you another one.
But
it's just wrapping paper.
Those suckers. Well, how do you make those things?
I'll
send it.
I'll go online. I'll get the link and I'll post it.
Yeah, post it in the chat.
Yeah, I'll post it in the chat later for everybody. But they're just
around with the kids and make snowflakes, and I might forgo the hot chocolate because my kids would probably bounce off the walls in the snowflakes.
No. Go to the nature store. Go to the nature store. There's organic made with cocoa, not sugar.
No. I know. I make my own still. It doesn't matter. It's still, once you sweeten it, my kids, trust me. They got their own energy system going through their bodies.
Even with the unsweetened cocoa?
Even with the unsweetened cocoa, when it's, yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. My kids got tons of energy. So
No, they don't. They're perfect boys. What are you saying about my little men? I love your boys.
no, and I'm just no. I gotta but I would still want to learn how to make those snowflakes. So that's really cool. I want to learn how to do that. That's cool. All right, passing it on over to, I love it. CJ always comes all these things. I'm like, okay, CJ, how'd you do that? I want to do that with my kids. Okay, going over to Marion. I get a lot of my ideas from CJ.
Well, I hope you guys can hear me now. Is it delayed still? Is it good?
Yeah.
Perfect. I love what you said there, CJ. And, I kind of started a little bit off of a tradition. Well, it's not the usual thing, but I kind of share with my daughter every day is a gift. And I just the way I feel about life, really. And speaking of, like, about 3-4 days back, we were supposed to see Santa Claus. And we were supposed to give Santa Claus behind the scenes, like, a couple presents to give to the kids, and especially for my daughter. And so turns out that Santa Claus took the day off. So instead, we just kind of, like, did something here at home, and we're like, okay, look, here's our gifts, and open it up. So my little girl, she opened up her gifts, and she's, like, all excited. Her eyes are wide open because she gets this little kitchen set with Play-Doh. She can make her own food and everything, and cut it up and roll it up and bake it and stuff. So I had a lot of fun, putting that together for her. And so she says, Mommy, I thought Santa Claus was supposed to come and give that to me. I said, baby, it's okay, let me just explain something to you. Every single day is a gift, so I'm going to give you a gift tomorrow and the day after because it's a gift. So yesterday, for example, every day I've been giving her, like, small little things, like either, like, a little tiny Play-Doh or just little simple toys that she can play with. She can entertain herself with just about anything, but it's just, I think it's so interesting that you say that, CJ, as far as, creating your own traditions. In your case, it was snowflakes. For me, it was like just a little tiny present each day to Christmas because, I don't know, I just kind of feel that way. But I think it's so awesome that, I get to do fun things with her, to kind of just enjoy the moment with her and just have fun. I for myself, I grew up around Christmas time, like, being all excited for it, and unfortunately being disappointed not getting certain gifts that I wanted exactly on Christmas Day. So I don't want her to feel that way, because sometimes she'll want something and, I want to get her something else, just, I don't know. So I just want to show her that every day is a gift, and, I'm kind of so far starting that tradition with her as of 3, but I want to grow into bigger things for the future. And that stay-at-home mom thing, I definitely, since I'm going to be doing that, I definitely want to look into that free museum thing. Since I live in Florida, I hope it's all statewide because I want to explore and show her around. There's a Orlando Science Museum I took her to, and she loved it. There was, like, a little kid section, a toddler section, where they go and they can play pretend life and try things out. It's really cool. So, I would love to get her more involved with that kind of stuff. So, and that's really just a big blessing, a big gift that I have, being able to be a stay-at-home mom. I get to, just do anything I want with her and take her anywhere and just enjoy life with her, really, and grow with her. So, and I guess, the biggest gift I've ever had was having her. And, she's changed my life in so many ways. I learned lessons from her. Believe me, I learned that, if you continue to ask and ask and ask, you may be able to just get what you want. So, that's what they do. They persist and persist and persist.
Yes, they do.
And patience is a big thing, and there's lots of love in that patience. So, really grateful, and gosh, I'm just excited, and I'm going to take her to see the Star Wars movie. Maybe I got to think about that one, but
yeah.
But, yeah.
It sounds like there might be some scary parts there for a little one. So I don't know. I often with some of those, I may go see it myself and then decide. When they were really little, that's what I would do. I'd end up seeing movies twice because I had to suss it out before it was on a big screen and see it and stuff. So, Risha.
Well, we just saw The Wizard of Oz just about a day or two ago, and she loved it. It was one of my favorite childhood movies. By the way, I'm not to sound like an airhead or anything. I was really, really young when I saw it for the first time, but seeing it again after so many years, it's like, aha, it makes sense now. So they were the Scarecrow and the Lion and the Tin Man, and that was the witch. And you really are the wizard, so it's all within us. All that potential, everything is within us.
Yes, the deeper level of the message, absolutely.
Wow, I love that outlook on the movie, Miriam. That was phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm going to go on over to Tamara.
See here. Oh, okay, hello.
Yes,
Can you hear? You
yes.
can hear me? Cool. It's funny that we're talking about making our own traditions and tying that into movies. I actually took my kids to the movie theater yesterday, where they had we have one of the oldest movie theaters in the state in our little town where I live in Montana, and they did a free showing of It's a Wonderful Life. So that's like a really old movie, and I think like 1946, and it's one of my favorites. I watch it every year, either on my own television or you know, they'll put it on the big screen up here just about every year. And they do a food drive. So you bring in a donation for the food bank here, and you get to come in and watch this awesome, awesome film on the big screen where it belongs. So yeah, it was a really cool experience. And watching that with my children and the message in that film where it's all about appreciating the life that you have and teaching the guy a lesson about, you know, getting so wrapped up in the stress of money and not letting that affect you to the point of wanting to end your own life. So he gets kind of taught a lesson by his guardian angel about appreciating everything that, not only everything that he has in his life, but appreciating the gift that he is to everybody in his own life, in his family. And just having that message in my little children's minds, especially at this time of year where it just seems to be that, you know, all the big people are stressed out and worried about money and you know, making sure that all the bills are paid and everything. And for my husband, that's kind of a true worry that he has, because he owns his own business. He's a chiropractor. He has his own private practice, and we live in a town of about 2,300 people, so it's a really small pool that he draws from, and he's the only chiropractor here. So he kind of has a monopoly on it right now, but the fact is, if he's not there, he's not earning.
Yeah.
So he still feels that weight that, you know, he has to be there, or, you know, our bills aren't going to be paid. But now that my business is really starting to take off, and I can unload some of that weight from his shoulders, and he's so thankful and so grateful for that relief that I'm able to provide now as the second earner in the household. And so this year, we don't have that much stress. We don't have the worries about bills being paid, and the kids can feel it. They can totally absorb the new energy that's coming into our life because of what I'm doing with this business now. So, yay. We're having a good time. Mm-hmm.
Love it, Tamara. That's great. That is great. So let's see, CJ, do we have any comments at all on the page at all?
No, we have no comments. I did post the link for the 3D snowflakes, and I'm also putting the link or the name of the movie in the comments that Tamara was just speaking of. So to our viewers, please feel free to add anything that you would like to share about your family traditions or your family holidays or the way you like to share memories with your family. So please feel free to add to our topic in the comments, and we check the website or periodically throughout the day, so we'll be able to reply back and interact with you as well.
Sounds good. Great. Love it. And yeah, so thank you all. We will see you all next week, and happy holidays. And you want to connect with us, now's a good time to get you really set up for the new year. So click in, $7. We'll get to see you on the other side, and we're really excited to connect with you. Have a wonderful, wonderful week. Happy holidays, and see you next Monday.